Omarian. Man, what a game he had. How about that? I don't think I had the vocabulary to really express how great I feel with this win. Just admiration for our team and for our players and coaches and just everybody. It's just another game. 3 wins, three games. It's taken everybody in all these games. So gritty, spectacular. It's just great thrill of winning. Wonderful, wonderful feeling of victory. Great thrill of victory. Defense, three and outs to start the game at our best when our best was needed most. The guys played, the way Justin played, the way Derwin played, and the way Cam Dicker. And also Rick Lovato. I mean, I think it's a signature win. It's just one that reveals, I've heard called the character win. It reveals that. It reveals your character. That didn't do a lot for a morale that was already high. I think it was Napoleon Bonaparte who said morale is to the physical as 3 is to 1.
It wasn't pretty, but like you said, we got the job done. Never a doubt. Guys had complete faith in each other the entire time. So it was a great fight by our team today. Surprised. We knew how special he was as soon as he got here. And running back is an incredibly tough position, and the way he's fought and picked up the offense, and we're asking a lot of him. He's a cold-blooded killer. But I thought those guys strained. They fought, and just gave me enough time to get the ball off.
Omarian Hampton had +6 rushing yards over expected, RYOE. This averages to about 3.68 yards per carry, indicating a modest overall output, dominated by short gains, but highlighted by a few explosive plays. Run breakdown from carry chart. The NGS chart visualizes Hampton's run paths relative to the line of scrimmage, LOS, blue line, with color coding for outcomes. Red lines, tackled for loss. Several runs, approximately 3 to 4, were stopped behind the LOS, suggesting strong penetration by the Broncos' defensive line or linebackers. Yellow lines, 0 to 5 yards gained. The majority of runs, roughly 10 to 12, fall here, clustering near the LOS. This points to consistent but limited success, possibly due to poor blocking, crowded running lanes, or effective tackling by Denver's defense. Green lines, 5+ yards gained, TD. A handful, about 4 to 5, broke for bigger gains, including one extending to a touchdown, marked with a blue circle, TDI. These appear to veer toward the edges, implying Hampton exploited outside zones or cutbacks effectively on those plays. Red circle, fumble lost. One run ended in a lost fumble, potentially in a high-traffic area near the LOS, which could have shifted momentum. The paths are mostly chaotic and tangled near the LOS, with limited north-south burst, but the TD run stands out as a cleaner, longer trajectory. Key insights, strengths. Hampton's +6 RYOE suggests he outperformed expectations on some carries, perhaps through vision or elusiveness. The touchdown run demonstrates big play potential. Weaknesses, frequent stuffs and short gains highlight struggles against Denver's run defense, which may have stacked the box or used aggressive schemes. Context. With only 70 total yards on 19 attempts, this was a grinded-out performance. The Chargers might have leaned on the run game due to passing game issues or game script, but efficiency was low overall. This analysis is based on visual inspection of the chart. Exact counts may vary slightly without raw data. NFL Pass Chart Analysis. The provided image pass chart for NFL quarterback Justin Herbert against the down keys. The stats listed are 28 completions out of 47 attempts, 59.6% completion rate, 300 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, and plus 6.1% completion percentage over expected, CPOE, indicating performance above expected based on past difficulty. Key visual elements. Distribution, most passes are short, 0 to +10 yards, with a mix of completions and incompletes, suggesting reliance on quick throws or screens. Several medium passes, +10 to +30 yards, including the interception red dot at approximately +20 yards on the right side. One prominent deep pass trajectory, curved blue line, leading to a touchdown. Blue dot at approximately +40 yards on the left side. Few passes behind LOS, mostly completions. likely checkdowns. Throws skew slightly to the right side of the field from quarterback view, with scattered attempts left and center. Performance insights. Herbert's game shows efficiency in yardage, but room for improvement in accuracy. The positive CPOE suggests he exceeded expectations on challenging throws, like the deep touchdown. However, the interception and 19 failed attempts indicate pressure or receiver issues. Overall, a solid but not elite outing, typical for a high-volume passer. NFL pass chart, Justin Herbert versus DEN. This is a next-gen stats visualization of quarterback Justin Herbert's passing performance. Key stats and visual breakdown. Performance, plus 6.1%. CPOE, indicating passes completed above expected difficulty. Chart elements. Pass markers, green circles, standard completions, most clustered short, 0 to plus 10 yards. Blue circle, touchdown, one at approximately plus 40 yards, with a curved blue trajectory line showing the throw path, likely the game-tying TD to Keenan Allen with 2 minutes 44 seconds left. White circles, incompletes, scattered, including several deep attempts. Red circle, interception, one at approximately plus 20 yards on the right side. Distribution patterns. Short passes dominate, quick releases under pressure. Right side bias from quarterback perspective, with fewer left side throws. Limited behind LOS attempts, mostly green, suggesting effective checkdowns. Insights. Herbert showed resilience in a comeback win, with efficient yardage but average accuracy. The positive CPOE highlights success on riskier throws, like the deep touchdown, despite an interception and defensive pressure. This aligns with reports of him rallying late for a 3-0 start. NFL statistics analysis. Key stats highlighted. Chargers receivers, target rates, through 2 games. Keenan Allen, 34.0%, 6th highest among receivers with 25-plus routes run. Quentin Johnston, 23.7%, tied for league lead with 3 touchdowns. Ladd McConkey, 23.3%. Justin Herbert performance, through 2 games. Completions, 44 of 61, 72.1% completion rate. Yards, 560, ranking 2nd in success rate at 59.5%. VS Blitz, 18 of 24 completions for 264 yards, 2 touchdowns. Broncos defense notes. Blitzed on 71.1% of dropbacks against the Colts in Week 2, highest single game rate since 2024. Daniel Jones completed 16 of 25 passes for 265 yards, 4th most against Broncos blitz since 2016, with 1 touchdown. NFL rushing statistics. Photo provides detailed rushing stats for Omarian Hampton. Najee Harris exited early with a season-ending Achilles injury after a non-contact. Hampton stepped up as the lead back, playing a career-high 63 snaps. The team's run game was spotty entering the game, but effective enough for the win, with no prior rushing TDs this season. Key players and totals. Omarian Hampton, 19 carries, 70 yards, 3.68 average, 1 touchdown. He also contributed in receiving, e.g., 23-yard catch mentioned in reports, totaling 129 scrimmage yards, his best game yet. Najee Harris, 6 carries, 28 yards, 4.67 average, 0 touchdowns. Justin Herbert, 2 carries, 6 yards, 3.0 average, 0 touchdowns, includes a 2-yard run, setting up the game-winning field goal. Team rushing total, 27 carries, 104 yards, 3.85 average, 1 touchdown. This was pass heavy. Herbert, 28-47, 300 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. But Hampton's touchdown was the first rushing score of 2025 for the Chargers. Rush direction breakdown. The bar charts categorize rushes by offensive line position relative to the snap. Line of scrimmage equals left outside/end. T equals left tackle. G equals left guard. C equals center. G equals right guard. T equals right tackle. Outside runs are off tackle. Inside are tackle to center. Aggregating across all players, Hampton's new data, plus previous for Harris/Herbert. Omarian Hampton. LOS left outside. 6 of 30 yards, 5.0 average. T left tackle. 6 of 12 yards, 2.0 average. G left guard. 3 of 17 yards, 5.67 average. C center. 4 of 11 yards, 2.75 average. 1 touchdown, reported as a 3-yard run up the middle right side. G right guard. 0 attempts, 0 yards. T right tackle. 0 attempts, 0 yards. Najee Harris. L OS left outside 0 at 0 IDs. T left tackle. 2 of 11 yards. G left guard. 4 of 17 yards. C center. 0 of 0 yards. G right guard. 0 of 0 yards. T right tackle. 0 of 0 yards. Justin Herbert. Scattered. E 1 at 2 yards at left. T 1 at 4 yards at right T. Totals minimal. Team trends. 25 of 27 attempts, 93%, went left or center, suggesting play calling exploited Broncos' right side defensive weaknesses or Chargers' left line strength. Despite OL injuries to Trey Pipkins and Makey Becton, no right outside runs visible. Performance analysis. Effectiveness. Hampton shown post-injury, 70 yards on 19 attempts, touchdown. Averaging 3.68 yards per carry. Solid against Denver's run defense. His touchdown came 7 plays after Harris's exit, untouched through the line. Harris was efficient pre-injury, 4.67 average, but volume was low. Herbert's rushes were opportunistic, e.g., game-sealing scramble. Context. Chargers' ground game ranked mid-pack entering Week 3. 51 attempts, approximately 168 yards, through 2 games. This output, 104 yards, fits Harbaugh's run-first philosophy, but injuries, Harris out, OL issues, may elevate Hampton long-term. Fantasy note, Hampton's role expands. He was projected for 39.5 plus yards pre-game, but exceeded it. Game overview. The Los Angeles Chargers defeated the Denver Broncos 23-20 in a close game. The Chargers dominated in time of possession, 36-20 versus 23-40, and total plays 80 versus 48, allowing them to control the pace despite lower efficiency per play. The Broncos were more explosive on a per-play basis, but struggled with drive sustainability, leading to fewer opportunities. Offensive performance. Total yards. Chargers outperformed with 376 yards to Broncos 265, showing better overall production. Passing yards. Chargers led 270 to 147, indicating stronger aerial attack, likely from more attempts given their higher play count. Rushing yards. Broncos edged out 118 to 106, suggesting a slightly more effective ground game. Yards per play. Broncos were more efficient at 5.5 versus Chargers 4.7, meaning they gained more per snap, but ran far fewer plays. First downs. Chargers crushed with 29 to Broncos 9, reflecting sustained drives. Third down efficiency. Chargers converted 8 out of 17, 47%. Broncos only 2/13, 15%, highlighting Broncos' inability to extend possessions. Fourth down efficiency. Broncos went 2 for 2, perfect but risky. Chargers 0 for 0, no attempts, as they didn't need them. Chargers offense was volume-based, grinding out yards through more opportunities. Broncos was boom or bust, efficient but inconsistent. Defensive performance. Sacks allowed. Broncos defense recorded 5 sacks, pressuring Chargers quarterback, while Chargers got 2, showing Broncos disrupted passes better. Turnovers forced. Broncos forced 1 fumble lost and 1 interception from Chargers, with none in return, giving them a +2 turnover margin, a key reason the game stayed close. Penalties. Broncos committed 10 for 90 yards versus Chargers 3 for 25, indicating discipline issues that likely stalled drives. Punts. Similar. 7 for Broncos, 5 for Chargers. But Chargers' higher possession time meant fewer punts relative to plays. Chargers' defense limited Broncos to low first downs and poor third down conversions, while Broncos' defense created turnovers but couldn't stop the volume of Chargers' plays. Key factors in outcome. Possession dominance. Chargers held the ball for nearly 13 more minutes, wearing down Broncos' defense and limiting their offensive snaps. Efficiency versus volume. Broncos' higher yards per play couldn't overcome poor conversion rates and penalties. Chargers won through sheer volume and better down conversions, turnovers and mistakes. Broncos capitalized on Chargers' errors, 1 fumble, 1 interception, to keep it competitive, but their own penalties, 10, and low first downs, 9, proved costly. Close score. Despite stats, Chargers' yardage advantage didn't translate to a blowout due to turnovers and sacks allowed, allowing Broncos to stay in via efficiency and defense. Overall, Chargers' control and sustainability won out in a defensive battle, though Broncos showed resilience. This suggests Chargers could improve protection and ball security, while Broncos need better drive extension. Game overview. Drive summaries. The Chargers won. The game featured strong defenses early, with limited scoring in the first half, 7-10 at halftime, followed by a higher scoring second half, where the Chargers rallied late. Broncos led for most of the game, but couldn't hold off the Chargers' fourth quarter surge, led by the Herbert. Drive outcomes summary. Both teams had 12 drives each. The game was punt heavy, 13 total punts, reflecting defensive dominance, especially in the first quarter. 5 punts, no touchdowns. Turnovers were limited but impactful. 1 interception and 1 fumble, both by LAC. Statistical analysis. Calculated from the provided drive details, total yards, plays, and outcomes. Assumes standard scoring. TD equals 7 points, including extra point. FG equals 3 points. Total offensive yards. Chargers, 412 yards. Broncos, 236 yards. Average yards per drive. Chargers, 34.3. Broncos, 19th of July. Total plays. Chargers, 83. Broncos, 50. Average plays per drive. Chargers, 6.9. Broncos, 4.2. Points per drive. Chargers, 1.92. 23 points on 12 drives. Broncos, 1.67. 20 points on 12 drives. Drive success rate, drives resulting in points. Chargers, 41.7%, 5 of 12. Broncos, 33.3%, 4 of 12. Most efficient scoring drives, yards per play on scoring drives only. Chargers, average, 6.7 yards per play across scoring drives. EIG, 76 yards and 7 plays for fourth quarter touchdown equals 10.9 yards per play. Broncos average 9.0 yards per play. EG, 66 yards and 3 plays for third quarter touchdown equals 22.0 yards per play. Key drives and turning points. Defensive first quarter. All 6 drives ended in punts or a single FG, LAC's opening drive. Both teams struggled, netting negative yards on multiple drives, highlighting poor offensive line play and strong pass rushes. Chargers' second quarter interception, 12 plays, 61 yards. A long drive ending in a turnover gave Den good field position, but they punted. This kept the score low, but showed LAC's vulnerability. Back-to-back TDs in second quarter, LAC's 54-yard TD drive, 0-10, was answered quickly by Den's 72-yard TD, 7-10, the only scoring exchange before halftime. Broncos' 3Q hot start, a quick 66-yard touchdown drive, 14-10, followed by forcing a LAC fumble, 0 plays likely on special teams, led to a short 6-yard field goal drive, 17-10. This 10-point swing gave DEN control. Chargers' 3Q response, a grueling 14-play, 69-yard field goal drive, 17-13. 6 minutes and 27 seconds off the clock, shifting momentum. 4Q, comeback. Den extended to 20-13 via a 51-yard FG drive, but LAC responded with a 76-yard TD, 20-20. And after forcing a quick Den punt, a game-winning 43-yard FG drive as time expired. Impactful, non-scoring drives. LAC's 9-play, 37-yard punt in fourth quarter controlled the clock, 4 minutes 36 seconds, setting up their late rally. Den's multiple 3-and-out punts, e.g. 0 yards in fourth quarter, allowed LAC to mount the comeback. Observations. Chargers' edge. Superior yardage and longer drives suggest better sustained offense, especially in the second half. 245 yards versus Den's 133. Their comeback highlights resilience, with Herbert likely key, per external recaps. Broncos' struggles, low yards and short drives indicate offensive issues, possibly quarterback inefficiency or injuries. They scored efficiently on big plays, e.g., 3-play touchdown, but couldn't maintain possession. Overall game flow, a low-scoring defensive battle, total 43 points, with 12 punts total. Turnovers and special teams, e.g., LAC fumble leading to DENFG, were decisive. Chargers dominated time of possession based on play counts. NFL defensive metric called defensive pass rush average separation from quarterback, the average distance, in yards, between a pass rusher and the quarterback at the moment of a throw or sack, limited to plays where the player is rushing the passer. Lower values indicate better performance, as they imply closer pressure on the quarterback. A semicircular graph centered on the quarterback, with yardage bands from 2 to 7 yards, and a league average of 4.57 yards, marked by a black line. 4 Los Angeles Chargers players are labeled on the graph with their individual averages. Below each chart is a player card with basic stats, all showing minimal production, 0 sacks, 1 tackle, 0 to 1 assists, 0 forced fumbles, suggesting these are from early in the 2025 season, e.g. after 1 to 2 games, or limited snaps. Player comparison. Player. Average separation yards. Comparison to league average, 4.57 yards. Tuli Tuipulotu, 4.24. Below strong performance, dash on hand. 4.29. Below, strong performance, Bud Dupree. 5.46. Above, weaker performance, Tier Tart. 6.38. Above, weaker performance. Insights. Tuipulotu and Hand are outperforming the league average, indicating effective pass rushing. Dupree and Tart are underperforming, possibly due to roll. The Chargers' defense ranks highly in 2025 team metrics, e.g., first in opponent dropback success rate at 37.0%, fourth in dropback EPA per play at negative 0.102, aligning with strong individual showings. NFL Receiver Separation Analysis. ADAR charts comparing average receiver separation in yards from the nearest defender at the time of catch or incompletion for 5 Chargers wide receivers and tight ends. As of September 21st, league average of 2.98 yards. All 5 players have below average separation, suggesting they face tight coverage but vary in productivity. Key data from charts. Player. Separation. Yards. Keenan Allen, 1.39. Ladd McConkey, 1.59. Tyler Conklin, 1.66. O. Gadsden 2, 1.92. Q. Johnston, 2.72. Insights. Ranking by separation, Q. Johnston leads with 2.72 yards, closest to league average, followed by O. Gadsden 2, 1.92, Tyler Conklin, 1.66, Ladd McConkey, 1.59, and Keenan Allen, 1.39. Lower separation indicates tighter defense, potentially due to route design, quarterback timing, or opponent strategy. Performance correlation. Despite minimal separation, Keenan Allen is most productive, 65 yards, 1 touchdown, showing skill in contested catches. O. Gadsden second and Ladd McConkey are efficient, high catch rates, while Tyler Conklin struggled with no catches. Overall, the group averages approximately 1.86 yard separation, calculated as 1.39 plus 1.5, 9 plus 1, 0.66, plus 1.92, plus 1.9, 2 plus 1.92, 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 plus plus 1.92 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 Divided by 5, 38% below league average, hinting at team-wide challenges in creating space. Context. These stats likely reflect early 2025 season performance around week 3. Low separation could impact passing efficiency, but highlights players' contested catchability. NFL player stats analysis. The images include a table of receiving stats for 4 Los Angeles Chargers LAC players, likely from week 3 or cumulative through September 21st, 2025. The Given date, a Sunday during the NFL season. Based on web search, Oron Gadsden II was drafted by the Chargers in the 5th round, 165th overall, of the 2025 NFL Draft, and recorded his first NFL catch in Week 3 versus the Broncos. Keenan Allen is listed as LAC here, but he was traded to the Bears in 2024. This may reflect a hypothetical or error, or perhaps a 2025 trade back, unconfirmed. Stats use next-gen metrics, defined in another image. Below is a breakdown per player, interpreting key metrics. Key metric definitions from provided explanations. Cush, average cushion. Distance, yards, between receiver and defender at snap. SEP, average separation. Distance, yards, between receiver and nearest defender at catch incompletion. TAY, average targeted air yards. Average air yards downfield on targets. TAY, percent, share of team's air yards. Player's share of team's total intended air yards. REC/TAR/CTCH percent. Receptions/targets/catch percentage. YDS/TD. Receiving yards/touchdowns. YAC/R. Yards after catch per reception. YAC per catch. XYAC/R. Expected YAC per reception. Model predicted YAC based on tracking data. Plus or minus. YAC above expectation per reception. YX/R minus XYX/R. Positive equals outperformed expectation. Player breakdowns. Keenan Allen, WR. High cush, 8.5 yards. Indicates loose coverage at snap, but low SEP, 1.4 yards. Shows tight coverage at catch point. TAY, 10.4 yards. And TAY percent, 27.89%. Suggest intermediate deep targets, accounting for approximately 28% of team air yards. 7 REC on 11 TAR, 63.64% CTCH for 65 YDS and 1 TD. Low YAC/R, 1.2 yards, with negative XYSE/R, negative 0.2 yards. Unusual, possibly due to short targets or blocking. Implied plus or minus 1.4, outperformed slightly. Solid veteran performance, but limited YAC, suggests reliance on precise routes over run after catch. Quentin Johnston, WR. Moderate cush, 4.6 yards, and SEP, 2.7 yards, indicate average space. High TAY, 13.9 yards, and TAY percent, 33.96%, show deep targets, leading team share, approximately 34%. 6 REC on 10 TAR, 60% CTCH for 89 YDS, 0 TD. Strong YAC/R, 7.8 yards versus XWAX/R, 3.4 yards. Yielding plus 4.4 plus or minus. Excellent at gaining extra yards post-catch, e.g. breaking tackles. Best YC performer here. Deep threat with explosiveness. Oron Gadsden 2, TE. Balanced cush, 5 yards, and SEP, 1.9 yards. Moderate TAY, 9 yards, and lower TAY, percent, 15.47%. Indicates shorter, intermediate roll. 5 REC on 7 TAR, 71.43% CTCH, highest here, for 46 YDS, 0 TD. YAC/R, 1.6 yards, nearly matches XYAC/R, 1.5 yards, for minimal plus 0.1 plus or minus. Efficient possession receiver. As a rookie, strong catch rate but limited yards. Suggests check down or red zone focus. Lad McConkey, WR. Low cush, 4.2 yards, and SF, 1.6 yards. Show tight coverage. Short Tay, 7 yards, and Tay percent, 11.97%, indicate underneath routes. 4. REC on 7 TAR, 57.14% CTCH, for 41 YDS, 0 TD. Good Yak/R, 5 yards, versus XYAC/R, 2.8 yards, for plus 2.2 plus or minus, as solid at creating after catch despite short targets. Slot type player exceeding expectations in YAC. Overall team insights. Total Rec YDs TD, 22 receptions, 241 yards, 1 touchdown. Suggests a pass-heavy game or early season totals. Standouts. Johnston leads in YDS, 89, and plus-minus, 4.4, showing big playability. Allen has the only touchdown. High TAY percent for Johnston/Allen indicates they are primary deep options. Weaknesses. Low SF across board, all less than 3 yards. Suggests defenses keyed on coverage. Minimal TDs, 1 total. Below is a breakdown per player, interpreting key metrics. Key metric definitions. Average cushion. Distance, yards, between receiver and defender at snap. Average separation. Distance, yards, between receiver and nearest defender at catch or incompletion. Average targeted air yards. Average air yards downfield on targets. Percent share of team's air yards. Players' share of team's total intended air yards. Receptions/targets/catch percentage. Receptions on targets as a percentage. Yards per touchdown. Receiving yards and touchdowns. Yards after catch per reception. Yards after catch per catch. Expected yards. After catch per reception. Model predicted yards after catch based on tracking data. Yards after catch above expectation per reception. Yards after catch per reception minus expected yards after catch per reception. Positive means outperformed expectation. Player breakdowns. Keenan Allen, high average cushion, 8.5 yards, indicates loose coverage at snap, but low average separation, 1.4 yards, shows tight coverage at catch point. Average targeted air yards, 10.4 yards, and percent share of team's air yards, 27.89%, suggest intermediate or deep targets, accounting for about 28% of team air yards. 7 receptions on 11 targets, 63.64% catch percentage for 65 yards and 1 touchdown. Low yards after catch per reception, 1.2 yards, with negative expected yards after catch per reception. Negative 0.2 yards, unusual, possibly due to short targets or blocking. Implied yards after catch above expectation per reception about 1.4, outperformed slightly. Solid veteran performance, but limited yards after catch, suggests reliance on precise routes over run after catch. Quentin Johnston, moderate average cushion, 4.6 yards, and average separation, 2.7 yards, indicate average space. High average targeted air yards, 13.9 yards, and percent share of team's air yards, 33.96%, show deep targets, leading team share, about 34%. 6 receptions on 10 targets, 60% catch percentage for 89 yards, 0 touchdowns. Strong yards after catch per reception, 7.8 yards, versus expected yards after catch per reception, 3.4 yards, yielding plus 4.4 yards after catch above expectation per reception. Excellent at gaining extra yards post-catch, for example, breaking tackles. Best yards after catch performer here. Deep threat with explosiveness. Oran Gadsden II, tight end. Balanced average cushion, 5 yards, and average separation, 1.9 yards. moderate average targeted air yards, 9 yards, and lower percent share of team's air yards, 15.47%, indicate shorter or intermediate role. 5 receptions on 7 targets, 71.43% catch percentage, highest here, for 46 yards, 0 touchdowns. Yards after catch per reception, 1.6 yards, nearly matches expected yards after catch per reception, 1.5 yards. For minimal plus 0.1 yards after catch, above expectation per reception. Efficient possession receiver. As a rookie, strong catch rate but limited yards, suggests check down or red zone focus. Lad McConkey, wide receiver. Low average cushion, 4.2 yards, and average separation, 1.6 yards, show tight coverage. Short average targeted air yards, 7 yards, and percent share of team's air yards, 11.97%, indicate underneath routes. 4 receptions on 7 targets, 57.14% catch percentage for 41 yards, 0 touchdowns. Good yards after catch per reception, 5 yards, versus expected yards after catch per reception, 2.8 yards, for plus 2.2 yards after catch, above expectation per reception. Solid at creating after catch, despite short targets. Slot-type player exceeding expectations in yards after catch. Overall team insights. Total receptions, yards, touchdowns. 22 receptions, 241 yards, 1 touchdown. Suggests a pass-heavy game or early season totals. Standouts. Johnston leads in yards, 89, in yards after catch above expectation. Per reception, 4.4, showing big playability. Allen has the only touchdown. High percent share of team's air yards for Johnston and Allen indicates they are primary deep options. Weaknesses. Low average separation across board, all less than 3 yards. Suggests defenses keyed on coverage. Minimal touchdowns, 1 total. 2025 rushing receiving stats for Los Angeles Chargers running back Omarian Hampton, e.g. 4.27 efficiency, 31.58%, facing 8+ defenders, 2.84 average. Time behind line of scrimmage, plus receiving metrics. NFL game analysis. Broncos versus Chargers, Week 3. The stats focus on key players and team milestones, emphasizing a defensive battle with strong individual efforts on both sides. Below is a breakdown. Key player performances. Cortland Sutton, DNWR number 14, 6 receptions for 118 yards and 1 touchdown on 8 targets. His chart shows effective deep routes against the Chargers secondary, marking his 6th 100+ yard game versus LAC. Bo Nix, DNQB number 10, completed 14 of 25 passes, 56%, for 153 yards and 1 TD. The Broncos' protection was elite, allowing pressure on only 16.0% of his dropbacks, lowest team mark this season. However, when pressured, 4 of 11 for 21 yards, he threw 2 interceptions. Justin Herbert, LAC quarterback number 10, faced pressure on 54.7% of dropbacks, his career high in a game, but rallied for the win with key throws. Nick Bonito, Den OLB number 15, led the NFL with 15 total pressures through 2 games, 35.7% win rate. Allowed 0 pressures on 30 pass blocks, but gave up 5 pressures and 1 sack in 23 matchups versus Joe Alt, LACT number 76. Jonathan Cooper, Den OLB, generated 7 pressures, including 1 sack, in 20 matchups versus Trey Pipkins, LACT number 79, plus 2 more across 11 other rushes. Joe Alt, LACT number 76, allowed 5 pressures and 1 sack in 23 matchups versus Bonito, but has 21 pressures league-wide this season. Trey Pipkins, LACT number 79, allowed 4 pressures and 26 other pass blocks beyond his matchups with Cooper. Team Insights, Chargers defense started 3-0 for the first time since 2002, when they went 4-0 but missed playoffs. Noted for defeating divisional opponents and holding a long AFC West win drought title. No wins in second half of 2009 season. 15-game drop. Broncos defense allowed only 16.0% pressure rate on Knicks' dropbacks, 4.8% lower than any other team this season. Game context. Charts show pass routes and pressures, indicating a Chargers comeback, driven by Herbert despite heavy pressure, while Broncos collapsed late for the second straight week. This game improved the Chargers to 3-0, highlighting their resilience, while the Broncos fell to 1-2 amid offensive struggles. Passing performance, passer rating. For Bo Nix, 87.6. For Justin Herbert, 76.7. Nix had a higher rating and efficiency, no INTS, while Herbert had more volume but lower efficiency. Key matchups: Broncos pass rush versus Chargers offensive line. Jonathan Cooper, OLB-DEN versus Trey Pipkins, T number 79, LAC. Cooper dominated in 20 direct matchups, generating 7 pressures, including 1 sack. He added 2 more pressures in his remaining 11 pass rushes. On the flip side, Pipkins allowed 4 additional pressures in his other 26 pass blocks. This suggests Cooper exploited Pipkins' vulnerabilities, contributing to Denver's defensive pressure. Analysis. Pipkins struggled in one-on-one situations, which could indicate technique issues or scheme mismatches, allowing the Broncos to disrupt the pocket effectively in isolated rushes. Nick Bonito versus Joe Alt. In 23 matchups, Alt surrendered 5 pressures and 1 sack to Bonito. However, Alt was flawless in his other 30 pass blocks, 0 pressures allowed, limiting his season total to 8 pressures. Bonito, meanwhile, added 1 pressure in his 2 other pass rushes and entered Sunday Night Football, leading the NFL with 21 pressures. Earlier screenshots note Bonito leading the league through 2 games with 15 pressures, 8 quick pressures, under 2.5 seconds, and a 35.7% pressure rate, aligning mostly on the right edge, 92.2% of snaps. Alt, a left tackle, has the lowest pressure rate, 4.1%, among qualified tackles, 25-plus pass blocks. Analysis. This matchup highlights Bonito's elite speed and bend as a pass rusher, but Alt's overall solidity, 0 pressures elsewhere, shows his rookie promise. Bonito's performance was a key factor in Denver's early 20-point response after trailing 10-0, but it wasn't enough to seal the win. 2 critical statistics from the loss underscore the Broncos' defensive efforts falling short in clutch moments, likely related to these edge rusher contributions. Justin Herbert under pressure. Herbert completed 44 of 61 passes for 560 yards through 2 games, ranking second in success rate, 59.5%. Against the Blitz this season, he's 18 for 24 for 264 yards and 2 touchdowns. The Broncos' aggressive blitzing. They blitzed 71.1% of Daniel Jones's dropbacks in Week 2, highest single-game rate since the start of 2024, where Jones went 16 for 25 for 265 yards, 1 touchdown, and the 4th most yards against the Blitz since 2016. Analysis. Herbert's poise against extra rushers was pivotal in the comeback win. The Broncos' high blitz rate, a staple under head coach Sean Payton, created opportunities but also exposed their secondary, allowing Herbert to exploit mismatches. This aligns with Denver's disappointing finish, as described by Payton post-game. Receiving core and target distribution. 3 Chargers receivers boast target rates over 20%. Keenan Allen, 34.0%. Quentin Johnston, 23.7%. And Ladd McConkey, 23.3%. Allen ranks 6th among receivers with 25-plus routes run, while Johnston is tied for the league lead with 3 touchdowns. Analysis. This distribution reflects a balanced passing attack under Herbert, with Allen as the veteran chain mover and Johnston/McConkey providing big play threats. It contributed to the Chargers' offensive resilience, helping them overcome an early deficit and secure the divisional win. Team milestones and historical context. The Chargers are 3-0 for the first time since 2002, when they started 4-0 but finished 8-8 and missed playoffs. They've beaten divisional opponents in all 3 games, holding a 2-game lead in the AFC West, the first since finishing 13-3 in 2009. They haven't won the division since 2009, marking a 15-season drought, 5th longest active in the NFL. Analysis. This hot start under HC Jim Harbaugh signals a potential turnaround. With strong defense and Herbert's efficiency driving success, the win over Denver reinforces their divisional dominance early in 2025, but historical parallels, e.g. the 2002 fade, caution against overconfidence. For the Broncos, the loss highlights ongoing fourth-quarter issues, with rookie quarterback Bo Nix blowing leads in consecutive weeks. Overall NFL takeaway: a hard-fought game where Denver's pass rush, led by Benito and Cooper, pressured the Chargers' line effectively, but Los Angeles' offensive balance and Herbert's clutch play turned the tide. The Broncos' collapse emphasizes execution flaws, while the Chargers' 3-0 start positions them as AFC West frontrunners. NFL Game Statistics Analysis. Key Stats Summary by category. Passing. Chargers. Justin Herbert, 28 of 47 completions, 300 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Rushing. Chargers. Omarian Hampton, 19 carries, 70 yards, 3.7 average, 1 touchdown. Najee Harris, 6 carries, 28 yards, 4.7 average, 0 touchdown. Justin Herbert, 2 carries, 6 yards, 3.0 average, 0 touchdown. Darius Davis, 1 carry, 2 yards, 2.0 average, 0 touchdown. Receiving. Chargers. Quentin Johnston, 6 receptions, 89 yards, 14.8 average, 0 touchdowns. Keenan Allen, 7 receptions, 65 yards, 9.3 average, 1 touchdown. Omarian Hampton, 6 receptions, 59 yards, 9.8 average, 0 touchdowns. Oronde Gadsden, 2, 5 receptions, 46 yards, 9.2 average, 0 touchdown. Ladd McConkey, 4 receptions, 41 yards, 10.2 average, 0 touchdown. Others: Tucker Fisk, Trey Harris, Tyler Conklin, 0 receptions. Punting. Chargers. J.K. Scott, 5 punts, 249 yards, 49.8 average, 0 inside 20. Kick returns. Chargers. Darius Davis, 3 returns, 74 yards, 24.7 average, 0 touchdowns. Omarian Hampton, 1 return, 30 yards, 30.0 average, 0 touchdown. Hassan Haskins, 1 return, 23 yards, 23.0 average, 0 touchdown. Punt returns. Chargers. Darius Davis, 2 returns, 40 yards, 20.0 average, 0 touchdown. Ladd McConkey, 1 return, 10 yards, 10.0 average, 0 touchdown. Kicking. Chargers. Cameron Dicker, 3 for 3 field goals, 100%. Longest 43 yards, 11 points. Defense. Chargers. Top performers. Derwin James Jr., 10 total tackles, 2 assists, 1.0 sack, 0 interception. Tony Jefferson, 3 total, 1 assist, 0 sacks, 0 interceptions. Tarheed, still, 3 total, 0 assists, 0 sacks, 0 interceptions. Others with lower stats. Team includes cross-team players like Dante Jackson, Steelers, Bud Dupree, Chargers, Benjamin St. Just, Commanders. Fumbles, partial, likely Chargers. Several players listed with 0/1 or 0/0 fumbles/lost, including Justin Aboigbe, Hassan Haskins, Josser Taylor, Kyle Kenner. The stats indicate a pass-heavy offense led by Herbert, with balanced contributions from hypothetical rookies/free agents. No full score or opponent stats are shown, but inclusions like Najee Harris suggest a matchup versus or trade with Steelers.